Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number. Help me out here.
19, right?
19.
Yeah, I think we're on
Okay,
19.
19 of Bottom Dweller Banter. How are you doing, man?
I am pretty good. I was wanting to tell everybody how it shows you how much of a fat fuck I am. I snapped my resistance band, I was stepping on it to like give it some tension. I was pulling on it and then it just snapped. I just put my hands in the air. I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I just said, "All right, I guess I'm not doing that exercise until I go buy another one." So that was my day. And who fucks up their shoulder doing a jumping jack from a squat? Doing jumping jack squats as if my ass
I can
wasn't big
see that.
enough.
I can see that.
Yeah, going up, I fucked up my right shoulder. And I'm like, this cannot be happening. Same day, too. The resistance band and that same day. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? There's some voodoo shit happening here. But other than that, pretty good. I'm my as like my sleep's improving. I'm remembering my dreams more, and I have some weird ass dreams. I think I'm gonna make it a thing to talk about my dreams a bit more on the pod because they're pretty ridiculous. Like you're gonna sit there and go, "What the fuck is coming out of this guy's mouth?" But nothing else crazy going on with me. Tell me about because you had an excursion. Either was it today or yesterday to see a movie. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, just last minute decided to watch Fast 9. We just had nothing to do at night, so apparently some seats were still open. Although they were quite close to the screen because seats are still limited in the theaters that we are at right now because of COVID-19 and
Yeah, they are.
yeah. So yeah, Fast 9 went in, didn't have that much of a fanfare. You go in, you go to your seats. Everything looks business as usual. I want to say um, food and everything was normal, except for the pairs of they put you in these pairs, and as soon as you select a seat, they automatically make the adjacent seats unavailable just to prevent um, cross contamination. I don't know the word.
Yeah, I know. This was on the online system or the phone system or like the in person, like when you because you've seen certain theaters like Cineplex to let you like choose on their little screen. You can tap which seat you want. Was it there that you chose the seat?
No, it was online. As
Like,
far as
yeah,
I know, I don't
they
think
did
there's
that
any other
there.
way.
Yeah, because I'm curious about how all this stuff is going to be run.
Yeah, it's pretty normal.
Mm. Okay, then it's not too out there like I thought it would be.
What I'll say about the movie is it's not the worst Fast and Furious movie, but it's not one of the best ones either. In my opinion, it's better than 8.
Yeah,
At this point, the only interest I have in these movies is the practical effects, which is still quite impressive.
yeah,
The plot does nothing for me. The direction and character development is it's all out the window. The series has long past jumped the shark and done every crazy thing imaginable. I think in Fast it was Fast 7 where they actually launched the cars out of the plane on a parachute and they land on the road.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
So
that.
the series has lost all sense of reality. So and it's all about it's always Vin Diesel and it's all about family and 10-second car and American muscle. That that's what the series boils down to.
Did you like John Cena's performance?
John Cena was okay, you know.
Okay,
Yeah, I
that's
feel
good
like
to hear.
they kind of got him out of spite because
Oh,
I almost said The Rock Johnson.
yeah.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson had creative differences with I think Vin Diesel and some of the directors, so I feel like they got John Cena out of spite. They're like, hey, we got another wrestler turned actor instead, so screw you. But yeah, he's fine. They kind of shoehorned him in. It's weird that
John?
yeah, because
Yeah.
all the talk about family and he never mentioned that he has a quote unquote brother.
Yeah.
But I will say the movie is divided into present time and flashback time, which is Dom's past. And I will
Ooh.
say the flashbacks were quite way more enjoyable, way more grounded, way more easier to follow. And I almost wish I'm putting ideas in their head, but and I think the franchise is due for an origin story or like a prequel type of thing. I would be quite interested in that, without any of the crazy spy stuff that the franchise has kind of become.
I would like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say after the really the first couple of movies were, at least in the first couple of movies, most problems could be solved by driving very fast, but it's not the case anymore. Really, it's all super spy, James Bond, Mission Impossible shit now.
Yeah. Everyone's a superhero.
Yeah, it's a superhero movie.
Which honestly, like, and I think you agreed maybe when I said this. It's like if you just take it for what it is now, you'll enjoy it more. But yeah, obviously, it's no, they're not going to be cinematic masterpieces.
And you'll be pleased to know that I carried my tradition of whenever the first screen that Ludacris shows up on the theater, I shout Luda,
Did it work?
and I
Did you shout out Luda?
kept that torch going, and I'll keep that tradition as long as I live.
That's good.
It's pretty simple. I prepped my friend on it to him. Like as soon as you see Ludacris on the first scene that he appears in, just shout Luda.
Luda. I love Luda. You roasted me for listening to Luda
Yeah,
slightly.
yeah.
You're not a fan of Luda, are you?
Not the music, I guess.
Fair enough. That's fair. Any other comments about the whole how the whole thing was operation in theaters was run and anything else about the movie? I gotta still watch it.
Nope. Pretty
Okay.
things are coming back to normal, which is good.
Yeah. By the way, you're looking mighty comfy on that new setup you got there. The
Yeah,
mouse
just
might be the uncomfortable thing, but you look comfy yourself.
oh yeah, just experimenting with the. I'm trying to use my because I like my PC monitor more than my TV. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to do an all-in-one thing where I have my desk and my TV set up all in one place. So I use my couch now.
Yep.
Yeah,
I like it. You look comfortable.
I
More
am.
comfortable than I'm looking at the moment. Okay, so this has been big news, and I want to discuss it with you. I'll give you my take, and then you let me know what you think. So Scarlett Johansson, she's suing, or I think some articles word it like she's yet to sue. Um, I think she's already presented the case or whatever. I'm not a lawyer, please. So, but anyway, she's suing Disney over like how Black Widow was released on Disney Plus, and apparently she just wasn't happy with the movie being released in theaters and Disney Plus together on the same day, and she alleges that her contract was breached as a part of her as because of that Disney Plus release. So the lawsuit says, oh, Disney intentionally induced Marvel's breach of the agreement without justification in order to prevent Miss Johansson from fully realizing the benefit of her bargain with Marvel. And so when I think about it, there's big actors that make a percentage of money off of like box office draws of the films they star in, right? And it's not unknown for Disney to do that because they did that for Robert Downey Jr. They would just give him a chunk of the gate,
Yeah,
whatever it made. And that was in his contract. So it's like, I can see. Well, I'll get to my opinion, but putting the film on Disney Plus means you millions of people won't see it in theaters. And it's interesting to think that it seems like it wasn't Feige's choice to put it in theaters. I don't know if he has any say over that. It was the executives. And apparently Feige, this was a different article, but he wasn't happy at all with the situation. He was pretty sad about it. Um, and so the gist of this all is lack of a proper theater release amid an ongoing pandemic means Scarlett couldn't make as much money as she could have or even should have. And I think honestly, like my opinion is she has a right to this, in my opinion, because I remember HBO Warner Brothers, they made a deal with Gal Gadot and the other stars of Wonder Woman 84 before it was released on HBO. And none of this nonsense happened. Like nobody sued. Like nobody pursued legal action because like they took the precaution of properly paying out their actors before the release on HBO. So it feels like Disney. I mean, I don't know enough. I'm not in the circle. It's always because we're not there. We're never truly gonna know. But it sounds like Disney pulled kind of a scum move, right? And my take is that contract's a contract. You got to live up to it. You know what I mean? So if they breached it, they breached it, and she has every right to hunt him down. And before I throw it to you, I had one person I know say that he apparently he conveyed to me that some people are thinking it's a hoax, it's fake, and this whole thing is being done as a way to get people to talk more
Marketing.
about the movie.
Yeah.
Since the talk of the movie kind of died down fast, partly due to the quality of the movie. Not trying to say it's an awful movie, guys, but um, and he also mentioned to me he thinks like because ad costs and all that are pretty high, that this was also done to drum up a bit more revenue. But this is one take. It's not my take. I don't know what you think about that. Let me just throw it to you.
I wouldn't be surprised. Just for the sake of this argument, I'm gonna pretend that this is a genuine um, lawsuit. So I'm gonna play devil's advocate a bit here. Don't you think that Disney would have run the numbers on what would ultimately be the best way forward for the as far as the release of this movie goes? Obviously, they they would have thought about whether to release it exclusively in theaters or exclusively on Disney Plus or somewhere in between, which is what they seem to be doing.
You bring
So
up a good
I
point.
I don't know why Scarlett Johansson would have a say in on the money side of things, and why even the contract would have that term. Like, doesn't that seem like exclusively Disney's call to make?
Yeah, it's a good point. These are all good points, and I'm not too sure. But what I like about what you said is like, wouldn't they have someone to crunch up the numbers on that? I think they do. Like I remember
They have to. It's a
again,
big ass company.
yeah, what would you call someone in that position? Actuary? Those people make those sort of big
Accountant.
calculations. I don't know, but point is that I remember when James Gunn was fired after the tweets that he had from like '08. As I gather, somebody said that professionally speaking, they have somebody who calculates what could happen in terms of losses if certain actions aren't taken. Do you know what I mean? There's people who probably inhabit those positions in those big
Yeah,
corporations. So it's not, it's what you're saying is resonating with me. It's pretty reasonable. Anything else?
I I just don't get why she would have a say. I don't know if this is normal practice or not. I don't know that much behind the scenes of these big movies and big contracts. Why she would have a say on the release schedule of the movie in question. I guess being the lead does the lead actor usually have a say in that, or I thought that was something exclusively up to the publisher, or maybe
That's
it's
the
the
contract thing
or
that we
maybe
don't
it's
know.
the agents that are encouraging this lawsuit. Keep in mind, this is not Scarlett Johansson is just the face of this lawsuit, right? There's a whole agency, I assume, behind this, um,
Behind her, yeah, absolutely.
because you people talk about actors making millions. They have to pay others
Mhm.
downstream too. They have to pay their agents. They have to pay their trainers, fitness bodyguard, whatever, right?
Yeah, it's all true. Yeah.
But yeah, it's not if it is a legit lawsuit, if it's not just marketing hype, this is pretty big as far as
Yeah.
Marvel Marvel behind the scenes stuff goes.
Yeah.
Be
We're
curious
just
to
two
see what.
regular dudes, so we don't know what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, we're not gonna go too deep into this. But what were you gonna say? There was one more thing you wanted to say.
No, I was just thinking, what if you were in that situation, would you release the movie exclusively on Disney Plus or exclusively in theaters? That's the, as
Wait,
we discussed before, that was the Chris Nolan philosophy, right? Or would you do
I'm a
something
fan of
in
the theater experience.
or would you do something in between, like let people watch it how they want?
Uh, ooh. If it were up to me, but then people go crazy, right? Because you keep pushing back a release until the pandemic goes down. People go nuts, right? So you have to find a happy medium.
The
It's
only
tough. For me personally, I would do a theater release if I could, and then I would move it to a streaming service like months after.
That's the normal
But then,
practice, right?
but then wouldn't that? I feel like that would also still piss people off. So you'd have to do them simultaneously. See, this is a difficult thing, but it's a good question you're asking.
Here's
Shit.
another factor that most outlets won't talk about. If you release the movie simultaneously digitally, you're
Oh,
allowing the, let's say, the good print to be available for pirates. You're basically handing it to them.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so that
Yep. Yeah. I
pe-
think they lost a lot of profit from piracy.
people
Like,
whine and bitch and complain, but they also simultaneously pirate stuff and not necessarily pay for all
yeah.
the people are becoming very entitled. I feel like
Yes.
you these days,
Yes.
like, for your dollar you can get a lot of entertainment. Talk about Game Pass, talk
Oh,
about Netflix, or back in
yeah.
the day you would not get this much entertainment for your dollar, and people are, I feel like, becoming entitled to that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
keep in
Yeah,
mind,
people are a bit much.
yes there are, yes there are big companies and big publishers and rich people, but there's also a lot of people involved in these projects that don't deserve
Yes.
their share of to be mismanaged by piracy.
Yes. These things we need to always think of them not too narrow-mindedly.
Yeah,
But let's think this with life. Just don't think too narrow-mindedly about shit as much as you can. There's a spider that wants to drop in front of my face, but I'll be okay. It's a house spider. It's not going to do anything. Uh, should I throw us to the next thing?
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, this one I think you're gonna have an interest in giving your take on. So you remember, guys, fellow bottom dwellers, you guys know I bitched a ton about Lucifer seasons like 5 taking forever to drop, and how Netflix tends to hold on to their seasons tight and make you blue balled and shit
Yeah.
waiting for it. Guys, they fucking smacked me. I didn't even see it coming because I was just on YouTube and I see a Netflix recommendation because I watched Lucifer and they're like, oh, season 6 dropping September 10th. Like, I watched the clip because it said announcement. I'm like, what the fuck? So this is shocking. Why is it shocking that season 6 of Lucifer is dropping in like what, a month and a half? Why is it shocking? It's like 9 or 10 months in advance of like what fans and people normally project for a second season or a next sequel season to come out. And people have been talking about how this announcement and decision was made considering like a giant drop in Netflix subscribers, and they want to like stop that hemorrhaging, that loss. So they're trying to make big, because Lucifer is one of their most viewed shows, right? So the fact that they're pushing that release date this forward is crazy. I love it because I just want to get it done. Like, I just want to finish the show. There's 10 episodes in the last season. Uh
This is the last season.
the last season, yeah, is the finale. And I thought season 5 had a bit too much filler, but it was good when it was substance. Like, when you get to the parts of the show which are substance, it's good. And
Oh yeah.
then some TV shows have too much filler. That was an issue, but anyway, it's gonna end soon. And what do you think about that? Like, just the whole thing of you know releasing a
I
show
I'll
way
back
in
that up.
advance.
I'll back that up
Yeah,
that
go
Netflix
ahead.
is losing subscribers. I've heard similar stories.
Hmm.
It could just be people fucking cycling subscription services. Like, I know some people who cycle Netflix, Disney Plus, and, well, Prime. Most people have Prime anyway, but I've heard people do that. Maybe people. Hey, maybe. Gotta be honest, Disney Plus is taking a big chunk out of Netflix with really heavy hitting shows like
Nowadays, yeah. Before, no.
Mandalorian, or even
Yeah.
all the Disney, or sorry, all the Marvel shit.
Once the
So
Marvel shit started flowing in, there was definitely,
yeah,
and
so
they not just Marvel, they just added more. Like, they keep adding more, right?
yep,
So I'm not trying to sit here as a comic fan and go, "Who's the Marvel shit?" No, it was just you just keep adding more to that catalog. That
yep.
catalog sucked balls at first in 2019. Then it just started to mount more and more. So here we
I,
are, right?
I feel like it is the case that since superhero stuff is so popular these days, and Netflix used to have all that stuff, but now Disney Plus has
Yeah.
all the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Um, our biggest enemy, HBO Max, has all the DC stuff, which is the bane of my existence
Canadians.
here in
Canadians.
Canada. Yeah. So Netflix is kind of like, what the hell? Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I love it because I just want to. I'm glad I'll get to see the ending way sooner. There's now a chance that I get to see the finale and I won't be dead because every day you live, there's a chance you die. How morbid is that? But it's true. I
I feel
want.
like I feel like Netflix at this point just has this a lot of staying power just because it is like a household name. It's one of the longer players in the game,
Yeah.
but I feel like more people are jumping ship, so to speak.
Mm.
Yeah. This is just anecdotally. I don't have any stats to back this up. Be curious to know, especially Netflix, who is very secretive with their statistics and
Oh my god, they
yeah,
don't. They never let out a peep. Those motherfuckers.
yeah.
All right, but this last thing I think is interesting because it's funny considering how we have our podcast on Spotify. You guys might know Winston Duke from Black Panther. He plays M'Baku. He's going to be Batman in a Spotify Batman Unburied podcast series, executive produced by David Goyer. I hear David Goyer, I get worried. He's done some good stuff, but you people go look up David Goyer and come back here, and you'll see what I mean. I don't need to discuss.
Can you fill me
Just
in? Can you fill in the
Blade Three,
uninitiated?
Blade Three.
Oh God.
Blade 3, Terminator 2019.
Oh,
Uh hold on, hold on. I'm drawing blanks here. I'm shooting blanks. Hold on. Shit.
you
There's
talk
more.
about it, and I'll look up David going.
Anyway, Goyer. Yeah. Listen, I he's probably a nice guy. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of the writing lately, but that he has. Anyway, this oh right, he wrote Man of Steel, which it's not an
Not
awful
his best
movie.
work, I guess.
Not his best work, no. Then again, he wrote stuff when he was younger, like Blade One, Blade Two. So those two were good.
Hey, he worked on the
Anyway,
Dark Knight trilogy apparently.
yeah, he Nolan I think was primary, and Goyer was they. I think they co-wrote it. There's some people on the internet that feel like David Goyer is at his strongest when like he writes a script with someone else, not solely him.
That's what they say about our boy Zack Snyder too.
There you go, then, right? Because Zach and Chris Terrio wrote Justice League together, and I still have to watch that. I should be ashamed. Anyway, so this whole Batman Unburied series is basically they're taking it like it's a psychological thriller that goes into the mind of Bruce Wayne, and it includes dark twists and turns, and it includes classic Batman villains. And apparently, this Bruce Wayne in this universe is a forensic pathologist that works in a Gotham hospital like basement, and he's tasked with examining victims of a villain called the Harvester. He's like the serial killer that preys on citizens of Gotham, and so there's the way they write the synopsis is like Bruce has to face not only his own demons, but he's got to overcome them in order to save the citizens of Gotham as Batman. This is cool. I didn't like we know that the Sandman is getting like an audio adaptation, and this is something that's having it's I think this is an original series as a whole, but this is
So,
gonna pop up
ju-
on Spotify. Cool.
I'm just curious about the format. I don't have experience with these podcast style stories, but
Same.
do you do are
Do
the
I know anything about it?
voices is it like narrated, or is it or are the when the voice comes in, does the voice change? Oh, I guess it does because you're saying that this
Yeah,
guy's
yeah.
playing
Winston, yeah, he's gonna be I think they're gonna interact is what I'm trying to
so there's a narrator, and then when the character has to speak, then the voice actor comes in. Is that what you're saying?
exactly. Just like the Sandman, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Cool.
I feel like we need more uh content that can be consumed entirely on audio. I feel like that's a great market.
Yeah, I
Whether
love
that's
it.
podcasts or audiobooks, or even I find I put YouTube on the background for a lot of stuff. I don't need to be watching the
Yep.
screen where I could be doing so much other stuff.
Yep.
I tend to put a lot of videos in the background.
Just like you. Yeah, that's me, man. So, anyways, I think we both like this idea. It's cool, and I'll probably listen to it. Honestly,
And this is
I will.
free, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't hear anything about it being behind a paywall, so I think
that's
it's gonna be
good.
just included. Obviously, with Spotify, if you don't have any like premium or whatever, like you gotta go through ads. But this is
I
gonna be cool.
I have Spotify. I'll check it out.
Yeah, we we both do, and this pod of ours goes on Spotify.
Yeah.
There you go, people. Check out that Batman series, Batman Unburied. I almost said
Buenas
Batman.
noches,
Oh, Batman
Batman.
Unchained. Huh?
Buenas noches, Batman.
Buenas noches, Beme. No one gets owner of Santa Prisca without Bane. No way. You should watch people. You should also watch Young Justice. That's from Young Justice.
If you want to know
And
what Bane actually sounds like, and not
yeah, Bane by Danny Trejo. He voice acted Bane.
and
That's so sick.
not the Tom Hardy or Indian
Dude,
professor version. For
dude,
you,
Danny Trejo as Bane is like the voice I want to hear all the time. I love it.
why
I
would
love it.
you shoot a man?
Okay, man. You're a big guy. For you.
For you.
I have feelings for you. Anyway, let's go to this next thing. There's a TikTok star, TikTok star. She, so there's this 31-year-old chick, and she has a 2.56-inch mouth gape, and she got a world record for it, Guinness World Record. She went viral multiple times on TikTok. I call it TikTok. She showed the size of her mouth, which was measured at that much. And I watched the video of this, and we'll see if the viewers can see it on their end. I'm not sure, but if you guys are seeing this on your end on the YouTube, she can fit a whole order of fries in her mouth. There's a video. I can
This
link it in the YouTube upload too.
this
She fits a
website
whole order.
is not cooperating.
That's okay. Don't worry. I'll link it for you guys to see this, or you can just find her on TikTok, TikTok, if you do that shit. But she fits a whole order of fries in her mouth. She fit two whole cheeseburgers, two donuts in her mouth. She fit a ball of yarn in her mouth. She's legit.
Oh,
She's the real deal.
jeez.
Yeah, and her dentist and hygienist seem to like. I would imagine. I'm like, her dentist must love her. Easy to clean. With the, you know what I
Dent
mean? Like mouth gape that big, you just way
dentists
easier to
hate
clean.
her.
Or no, they would love her.
Okay, okay.
Learn one easy trick, they would love her. Easier to clean. Uh, but it makes you wonder. I was like, does she? Because she seems like a chatty person. I'm like, does she like to talk a lot with a big mouth? Ah, see what I did there? It's a joke, people.
Uh,
That's a joke. No, but at ease. Anyway, I'm throwing funnies here. But honestly,
holy
on
shit.
some real shit. Did you just see?
Yeah, I got some pictures up.
Yeah.
Damn.
She seems like a sweetheart of a person. Obviously, you don't know the person personally, but she seems happy, and she's come to terms with it, and she's in a relationship with someone. She seems happy. That's me throwing funnies around. I'm sure she wouldn't care if you said that, but I think the best part about that is her attitude, man. She even mentions though that she used to be bullied for it, but she don't give a damn.
Yeah,
But it
just
seems
lean
like it was.
into it. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, she just
Yeah,
did. She said, "Lean into your superpower," and I like
yeah,
that. We all
that's
gotta
good.
lean into something that makes us special.
I
And
I will
yeah.
say, if this is what it takes to eat those giant burgers that you see, that are how are you supposed to eat in one bite? I
Oh
guess
yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
what it takes. Just
Yep.
a super wide mouth.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
this is dope. Like it's one of those other. We talk about Guinness World Records quite a bit here.
yeah, this is dope.
Yeah. I say good for her, man.
Yeah,
But because it takes self-confidence to do that. But
yeah.
the next thing is the dude who balanced a chair on his chin. A chair on
Oh
his chin, a
God.
4-pound chair on his chin for an hour to break a world record. Bro, I don't need to tell you more. This guy, David Rush, you guys look him up. This guy regularly breaks records. And apparently he does it to promote STEM education, which me and my co-hosts, we have been through the ringer. I'm still going through the ringer of STEM as a master's student, so holy shit. Science education, by the way, for those who don't know, that's basically what STEM is referring to. Anyways, let's get away from STEM before I fucking lose my shit. Guinness World Record said, "Yo, Mr. Rush, you gotta have a full-sized chair, no kids chair, none of that child shit. You gotta balance a 4-pound chair on that chin." And he did it with a 4-pound chair. He beat the previous record holder by 6 minutes. He did an hour, 8 minutes, 39 seconds. And this motherfucker, he's like, I wanted to go even further beyond, like Goku going Super Saiyan 3 and shit. But he said the neck pain and the leg fatigue stopped him. I'm like, what the fuck? The shit that you can break a record for. Balancing a chair on your chin. What's next? What's next?
I I don't know, man.
Balancing your cat on your head? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
What's
that's
next?
been done, I think.
I bet you it has been.
Yeah.
Any like that guy with the stacking the M&Ms and shit.
Can't find the fucking picture for this one either, but oh well. This website is
Sweet
hosted
shit.
on like baked potatoes, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, there you
That
go.
that's
It just showed up.
there you go.
Wow. So that is not a plastic chair. That's like a proper.
No, it's a legit chair.
Hey there, folks. It's
If anything, it could be plastic, but it's got to be 4 pounds. It's got to be for an
I'm
adult.
look.
So he did it.
I feel like it's a plastic one.
It could be, yeah, absolutely. I think it's plastic, but I think they told him it had to be 4 pounds.
4 pounds.
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
regular
that's
chair would be.
still no small feat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's heavy. For on your chin, that's heavy.
Oh, for
An
sure.
hour? That's crazy. Props to him, but again, what the fuck? This goes back to my point of what the hell is going on.
Yeah. What the hell is going on?
Oh, and this one's gonna get you. There was, people, we talk about alligators a lot on this podcast.
For some
At
reason,
least,
yes.
yeah, it comes up a lot. People finding and bumping into alligators like you bump into a gram of coke sometimes on the run. No, I'm kidding. Nobody bumps into a gram of coke. That doesn't happen anymore. These are different times. But this lady bumped into she thought was a loose alligator in her condo building. She came out of the stairs in the roundabout. She freaked the fuck out. So let's talk about gators. Gatorade. Somebody get the Gatorade. Gator. Anyway, I should be shot. Um, so she comes out of the stairwell and she was stuck in there. She called the cops. She's like, "Oh my God, there's a loose alligator." They call her to the cops come to this high-rise condo, and she's in the stairwell, and prior to the cops even getting there, you got to show the picture if you
I
can.
am. I am. I'm looking at the fucking gator right now.
Oh my God, yeah, the gators are realistic fake. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this woman? When do you ever see a gold encrusted alligator that has gold albino eyes and shit?
She
What
thought
the
it was
fuck?
she thought it was Bowser.
Yeah, or she's just playing too much for that fucking Pokemon Go,
Yeah.
and she says, "Oh, there's a shiny Pokemon just chilling here,"
This
and
is
she
literally
freaked
a
out
shiny
as I
Pokemon.
would have if I bumped into a shiny Pokemon when I played
Oh
Pokemon.
my god.
Yo, press F in the chat for the Volbeat that I killed in 2004, not realizing it was a shiny. I just killed it. Because, you bump into a wild Pokemon, you look away because you're so used to bumping into Pokemon
Yeah.
in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bumped into this Volbeat and I killed the shiny like an idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway, she should be ashamed. Unbelievable. There's no gold alligators unless...
I
Anyway, you
mean,
get what...
don't say that. Based on the news that we've seen, I wouldn't count that out.
Gold alligator, though.
No, no, I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised.
What did they do? This alligator just upgraded himself. He's like, listen, get me the best shit you can.
Yeah, the alligator
And the
is like,
scientist is like,
if
all right, Holmes,
yeah,
I'm gonna hook you up with the best gold armor ever. Minecraft would be jealous
Yeah.
of you. Anyway, um, talking about theaters, I wanted to ask you this. Your favorite movie, food, and drink?
my favorite movie, food, and drink.
That you would get from there? Like, what is it? Chips, the popcorn.
Nachos.
A man of class you are.
Nachos and cheese dip. Give
Oh
me
yeah.
the fat shit.
Oh yeah. That's orgasmic.
Yeah. And for drinks, maybe a Diet Coke. Because, I don't usually drink soft drinks or sodas, so that once in a while hits pretty nice, you know?
If I could choose,
Yeah.
I'm not. I would go to. I would just want those disgusting nachos with the jalapenos.
Yeah, the nastiest shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's better than the popcorn. Like fuck the popcorn.
Oh, fuck
Popcorn's
the
great. Don't
popcorn.
get me
Popcorn
wrong.
is cliche.
I love popcorn too. Buttery ass popcorn that I eat one of those and I'm done for my caloric intake for the day. So good.
That's why
So
that's the thing. For me, like popcorn is not worth the calories.
it's not.
You know what
No.
I
There's
mean?
better stuff you can
There
eat with those
I'd rather,
calories.
yeah, if I'm gonna
It's
eat
so good.
if I'm gonna eat junk, I can think of better stuff to waste the calories on.
Yeah, Big Mac.
Yeah, Big Mac or fucking nachos.
Yeah, or
Or
nachos.
dog. Get a dog. There you go.
Or that.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, now I love
That
those cheesy ass nachos.
that's a way
Oh,
better use of calories than fucking popcorn. You know?
yep. You damn right.
Yeah.
But the thing I also wanted to ask you: have you ever done that chubby bunny challenge? Because you're talking about that chick with the wide mouth. You ever done that chubby bunny challenge? Have you heard of it?
No.
Chubby bunny is where you basically fit a bunch of like each marshmallow you put in your mouth, you say chubby bunny, and then when you can't say chubby bunny anymore, you lose. Or if
No.
you cough up all the marshmallows, you lose. So like you just keep stuffing marshmallows in there in every crevice like this. So, oh, you push them back there and shit, and
Is
you
this
just say
like a
chubby bunny,
is
huh?
this a grotesque American pastime? It sounds like
I did
something
it. I played the
Americans would
game
do.
once and I just miserably failed at it. But yeah, it probably was an American grotesque.
Yeah.
What a verb. But no, have you never done it then? If I
No.
can't ask.
Can't say I have. Can't say I would want to.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's a wasted marshmallows that you could use for something.
I heard
Campfire.
about this type of stuff in high school, like the what was it, the gallon challenge? Gallon of
Ah,
milk in a what was it? What the fuck? 1 gallon in of milk in a minute challenge or something?
oh,
It's
we didn't
always
do that.
yeah, it's always the eating stuff always throws me off. I get disgusted. Like hot dog eating contest, I get disgusted, you know?
Yeah, it's not for everyone. It's definitely not,
Yeah.
and it's like it's a waste to me at least.
That's
But last
the
thing,
it's the
huh?
American symbolism of having so much like that you can afford to do this stuff, you know?
Yeah,
It's
there's
it's
people
the
in like
American
countries.
dream.
Yeah, there's people that would like shoot us with arrows for doing this kind of shit. Like, what the
Excess.
fuck
That's
is
the word
wrong
I'm
with you?
looking for. It's the imagery of excess, you know?
The imagery of excess. Yeah. Last thing,
Wait, what's
you
your wait, no, wait, what's your
what?
don't what's your favorite theater snack?
I told you the chips, bro.
The chips?
Yeah, no, the fucking nacho chips.
Oh, not
Nacho
yours
with
is
the
nacho chips too?
yes, I
Oh,
love that. And if I had to choose a drink, God, I'm stupid. I forgot to mention the drink though.
I think you're a Mountain Dew
Vanilla
guy.
Coke. Vanilla Coke.
Vanilla Coke?
Yeah. If I could get a vanilla Coke, I'd get that.
Can I say I've never had any other flavor of Coke?
Well, hopefully one day I can hook you up
I don't know if I
somehow.
want to. Like
You
it's
don't have to. You're not missing out on the
like
world.
I take a sip, but I don't want to commit to the especially in theaters where it's marked up like fucking hell, you know.
Yeah, no, it's awful. They dollar you to death in a theater.
Like $5 for a come on, like guys, how much you get the syrup for? It costs you pennies to the apparently it's because they don't make that much margins on the movies itself. Like the movie margins are pretty small. That's why they upcharge you on the food.
Okay.
That's where they make the bulk of the money on.
Fuck. Do you remember when we went to go? I gotta end the podcast with my rant. We went to go watch Venom. Do you know how annoyed I was? I had to pay for
Venom.
ketchup seasoning.
What?
I had to pay for ketchup seasoning on my
You had
popcorn,
to pay
bro.
for
That
a ketchup seasoning?
yeah. That's
Oh,
top 10 betrayals, dude. I was like, what has happened? Everything's changed. You go to 2006, 7, you could just go and just put as much ketchup seasoning as you wanted.
I
And they
tell
give you this tiny packet now, and you're just like, I cannot believe I've been betrayed. So you know what I did? When I went to go watch Birds of Prey right before the pandemic hit, I brought my own ketchup seasoning and I just shook it in. I just brought it in my bag. I'm like, oh, here we go, and I just ate my popcorn.
I tell you what, man. The day this country doesn't have free ketchup seasoning is the day it ceases to be a democracy. I tell you what.
Yeah, it should be an uprising. I felt offended. I was like, you're kidding me. I looked at the person like this for a second. I said, come again? It's I don't know how much the person said. It's $1.75 or 75 cents, one of the two. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me, dude. On top of what I paid for popcorn, I gotta pay for this fucking ketchup seasoning. And you're giving me a thimble
Yep.
that I could shove up my ass. Don't do that, people. Don't shove ketchup seasoning up your ass. Unless you want to be on fire.
No.
Are we I think that's everything for today. We covered some
That
pretty good.
that's it for me. I'm kind of disappointed by your vanilla Coke choice, to be honest.
What did you expect, I would say? Mountain Dew, you said?
Yeah, I thought you were a Mountain Dew guy.
No, I'm not a big fan.
You're not a big
I'm not a
fan.
soft drink guy in general, but
Weren't you a Dr. Pepper guy?
never,
No.
never. No,
Am I
no.
misremembering?
You're misremembering. I'm the
Fuck.
coffee guy. Remember that?
No, I mean in sodas, obviously.
In sodas, no. My favorite soda is probably a
Ginger
root
ale,
beer.
root beer. Okay,
Yeah, root beer or vanilla Coke.
ginger ale for me.
Ginger ale is really great. That's a third placer.
Yeah,
It irritates your stomach less than the other two.
yeah,
All right, people. On the topic of that, you should comment down below, by the way, in our YouTube, what your favorite movie, food, and drink is. I want to hear it
yeah.
very
I'd be
badly.
curious to see what the people have to say.
And if you want to talk shit about the Chubby Bunny Challenge and tell us your record, how many marshmallows you fit in that uh that that uh that mouth, you're more than welcome to let us know. On that note, shall I wrap us up, my good friend?
Yes.
All right. You know what
Going
to
to
do, people.
sweet dreams of American excess eating of hot dog contests and free refills.
Oh my god. Hot dog contest. I could eat a bunch of hot dogs right now. It's pretty late where we are. Anyway, subscribe to the YouTubes at Bottom Dollar Banter, BDB, hyphen BDB, or dash BDB, just in case you can't find us. Follow us on Spotify, Bottom Dollar Banter. Follow us on Twitter at BD Banter Podcast. Give us a follow on Instagram at Bottom Dollar Banter. And if you so choose, or you find yourself to be a Twitch viewer, come see me on my Twitch. I stream every day except Monday and Friday at twitch.tv/radicus_, all lowercase. Don't be putting no uppercase. You're gonna find some other guy with my name, and you'll know. My display picture has my face in it. You'll know it's me. Anyway, it's a green helmet for those who are audio listeners only, by the way. That's enough of that. We're gonna go swim in the sea of life, and with you guys, and
Make some
that's
hot
all.
dogs.
Make some hot dogs, you say?
Yeah.
I could go for that.
Yeah, I could go
Barbecue.
for a dog. Yeah.
I gotta get a new grill, but we'll talk about my grill finding journeys
Yep.
another time. Much love to you people. Stay safe. It ain't over yet. Hug your loved ones. Peace.
Peace.